I am Verna Smith, and welcome to another edition of Issues in Focus. Finally, after 14 months, we are talking healthcare reform legislation. Yes, finally, the bill is law, and the GOP sees it as a mistake, others sees it as a milestone, others as deliverance, but of course, the party knows sees apocalypse now. Any asteroids in your neighborhood? Any earth opening wide where you are? Yes, I am Verna Smith, and this is Issues in Focus. Today, hopefully, we are talking healthcare reform in terms of a bill for the last time. For weeks, we have been talking about the importance of addressing America's domestic agenda. For weeks, we have been talking about the issue of healthcare reform and jobs, and hopefully, we are at the end of that long cycle where 47 million Americans will finally have a chance to access to healthcare. Yes, some run to India, some run to Canada, some run to China because they cannot afford healthcare in this country. Well, finally, given the provisions of the new bill, and I don't have time to repeat all of them, it would appear that children can remain on their parents' health insurance coverage until they're age 26. Finally, people with pre-existing conditions have a chance not to be dropped from their insurance policy or see their premiums increase. Finally, 32 million Americans have a chance with this bill to finally be a part of health insurance after working 2 or 3 jobs. I see deliverance. What do you see? So again, this week we are talking healthcare reform. We are talking, as I said, is it a mistake? Deliverance. Should we look to see that persons in our neighbors in neighboring states, Texas, Missouri, Kansas, people who are out of healthcare, should they continue to be out of health insurance? Or is this a small step in the right direction? Surely there are kinks in the bill, but there is time to get to those kinks and make it a better bill. The progressives, the liberal base wanted public option. The liberals and progressives wanted single payer. They got none of that. But whatever they got, as I said, it's not perfect, but it's a start in the right direction. Healthcare reform is not a right. It's something that a productive country needs for its citizens. A healthy country has better productivity and people living at a better quality of life. So again, we're talking healthcare reform. What do you think? Join the conversation. We'd like to hear your points of view on how you see all of this. I think it's a great move in the right direction. What do you think? Join me on this video. Leave a comment. Let me hear what you think. I hope that you're not one of the teabaggers today in the backyard of Senator Harry Reid. Teabaggers, with the help of Sarah Palin, are demonstrating. They're targeting Democrats who voted for the bill. The GOP are saying repeal, and of course they are vowing revenge. I can't see that happening, but I just say finally the Democrats got some spine. Finally, the Democrats say we are the party that was elected last November in 2008, and finally the Democrats are saying we are the party in power and we'll use what it takes, jam, ram, reconciliation, which they use to get this bill passed. I see that as a positive step, not for Democrats, not for Republicans, but for Americans in general. So again, join the conversation. Would love to hear your points of view. Was this a mistake for you or deliverance? Was it a milestone in America's history or, as I said, apocalypse now? Would love to hear your points of view. Join me on my blog, zipinpolitics.com, zipinpolitics.com, or leave a conversation on this video because, of course, the conversation on healthcare reform will be continuing for a long, long time, given all the wildfire misinformation that's out there. The Democrats have to be fighting back, beating back on the Republicans because they are vowing to bring all of this to a halt as soon as they have the chance. I don't know when that is, but hey, a battle is on, the country is divided, and hopefully there'll be some common sense at the end of it. Again, want to hear your points of view. Join the conversation. I am Verna Smith, and this has been Issues in Focus. Talk to you next week.